Back to that $100 billion figure that's been talked about, we read that one of the co-authors of the report stated it's sort of conservative because there are collateral costs, what are called collateral costs, that you can't get to. You can't quite quantify. Explain that.
Yeah, we really only looked at direct costs, if you will, not indirect costs. For example, kids growing up in father-absent homes on average tend to use more of, healthcare services, psychological services, things of that nature, tend to be more engaged in the juvenile justice system. So we didn't look at those kinds of issues. We also didn't look at long-term costs, from everything from the fact that when kids are not connected with their dads and their dads become older, they're less likely to take care of them than they are their mothers, and that's a cost that becomes one that society also has to bear. Criminal activity, guys who are incarcerated tend to be ones who grew up without fathers, more likely to be dads as well. And then we also didn't look at things like community block grants. I mean, programs that, funding that goes out of the federal government into communities, disproportionately into, lower income communities or places like that, that also affects the cost. So it really is a conservative estimate, and we're only looking at federal costs here, not state costs and other types of costs, and even the costs that come from nonprofits that are providing services around these kinds of issues. So it is a conservative cost, but frankly it's a big one, and we want to make sure that people here on the Hill and other places don't look at spending money to improve father involvement as, gosh, I'm just spending this money from the perspective that it's not an investment against anything. Really, we want them thinking, gosh, this is an investment against a $100 billion issue.